Javed Ali is an associate professor of practice at the University of Michigan. He joins me now from Ann Arbor. Professor, what I'm wondering is how does a 21-year-old member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard even have access to this kind of highly sensitive classified documents?
Rachel, nice to be with you. So it's a great question, and part of the challenge that this incident has revealed is that there are thousands, if not tens of thousands, of individuals within this very vast and broad U.S. intelligence enterprise and community that have access to these type of materials because they have the clearance, because they work in the facilities in which this intelligence is stored, and they have access to the computer systems in which the material resides or it's shared. So that three-pronged test is something that Teixeira, managed to sort of fit all those qualities or have all those qualities. And then the most troubling part of this for me is the fact that that activity that he engaged in to bring material, printed copies of material, different intelligence material out of these secure facilities or out of the secure facility he worked in, uh, undetected for months. That is the biggest challenge the U.S. has to confront right now.
Yeah, some of these documents I'm reading may have been shared as long ago as January, several months ago, and it was only recently discovered that they had been shared publicly, or at least in this closed chat group. How damaging is this for the Pentagon and U.S. national security? Is there a real risk from this release, or is it mostly embarrassing?
Well, there's definitely damage on the technical side of this, as I stated before. The fact that this activity was going on for apparently months. Some of the media reporting I've seen suggests it may have started as early as last October, and then for several months being shared, very quietly in the small Discord community that Teixeira was the leader of, or certainly one of the key members of, before it moved into bigger social media platforms. But fixing that problem is the biggest thing for not only the Pentagon, but the broader US intelligence community. And there's going to have to be a lot of effort to prevent these types of unauthorized disclosures on the technical side, as I just talked about, on the physical access to these sensitive facilities, because somebody should have detected this just in plain sight, printing out these documents, stuffing them in his clothes or in bags, walking out of the facility with no one sort of being alarmed over that. And then on the background investigation side and the reinvestigation side, there has to be a better process to understand what people are doing in between these periods where they're either initially being investigated or reinvestigated. So I think there's a whole number of bureaucratic and administrative steps that have to happen to prevent something like this from occurring again.
What about the implication of the U.S. spying on its allies? I know there have been previous unauthorized document releases that have indicated the same. What kind of negative impact could this have on U.S. foreign relations?
I mean, I personally don't think it will have that significant of an impact, and I profess to be a bit biased in that, being a former U.S. intelligence professional. But people shouldn't be surprised that governments engage in this activity every single day to basically advance their own national security interests. The United States does it, Turkey does it, and pretty much every other country around the world tries to do it. So this, to me, isn't the big shocking revelation. It's more the technical aspect of it and the fact that these leaks happened and went undetected. But the fact that the U.S. or other countries spy sometimes on allies and partners, that is just sort of the daily business of how intelligence operations and espionage work.
All right, we'll leave it there. Javed Ali joining us from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Thank you.